What's up, YouTube? If you're a beginner barber starting out in a new shop, I'm gonna give you the playbook for the next 30 days. It's a simple 5-step playbook that's gonna transform you. I remember my first 30 days in the shop in a whole new city. Man, it was stressful at first, but I ain't gonna lie. I had a plan in place and that alleviated a lot of the pain. So these are the 5 things that I did to go from nothing to something. And it's relatively easy. The main thing is just sticking to the system. Sometimes we get out of whack when we start trying to freestyle and do a whole bunch of different things. But I'm telling you, if you do these 5 things for the next 30 days, regardless if you have zero clientele, you got a little bit of clientele, you will start to see the trajectory of getting to a booked and busy barber. And so we're gonna get right into it. The first thing you wanna do is establish your offer. So what I did was give everyone the offer of a first haircut free. And don't, whoa, before you start, no, I can't cut hair for free, I'm losing out. Don't look at it like you're losing out. And later in the video, I'm gonna speak on a couple things we'll do from these free haircuts. But have the mindset with these free haircuts that, especially if you're just now trying to establish yourself and you got a bunch of idle time, you weren't doing anything anyway. So you might as well get that free haircut in, get them reps and get some other stuff that we're gonna say as you have the time to. Also, if you are confident enough that you think you should be charging whatever price you think, offering someone a free haircut, they're going to be overwhelmed with that value. So they'll probably come back. Now, granted, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to use this opportunity as a free haircut and you probably won't ever see them again. But that's okay. This is just for a season. I'm not saying offer the first haircut free for forever. Don't not to walk-ins either, because they're already coming in expecting to spend money. I'm talking about someone that once we use the strategy that you come across, you're going to offer that to. So this is just really to start to get some seats in the chair so we can do the other steps and get your name out there. And I still have clients to this day that I cut from the first haircut free. To this day, I'm almost 3 years in my shop now, so I still cut them to this day, and they always bring it up sometimes like, man, that was really dope what you did, you know, putting yourself out there like that, you know, and all that, whatever. So I'm telling you, the people who come back, they're gonna appreciate it, because everyone knows stuff, life ain't free, ain't nothing in this world free. But when you wow them, like, oh, you really didn't want no money, you really was just offering the first haircut free, you're gonna put yourself in a whole nother stratosphere in the long run. So step 2, that's step 1. So step 2 is treat every day like it's a booked and busy day. I don't care if you have 0 clients on your schedule. You gonna come in with the shop that day with the mindset of, I'm about to be busy today. And so with that, regardless, so you're probably gonna have a lot of free time. With that free time and how to treat it busy, this is what I want you to do. The first thing is on every hour. If you come into the shop at 9, so at 9, at 10, at 11, and so on, I want you to go to a local business or a grocery store nearby or the gas station, whatever, and just do your free haircut offer to as many people as you can find. Don't be going too long, because you don't want to miss a walk-in. That's key too. Don't be going too long. Just walk to a store or something nearby and come right back. And you don't have to be going long at all, because we're going to do it on every hour. So we're going to try to get as many people, but in them short windows, so we're not missing any walk-ins or nothing like that. So that's the first thing I want you to do in that with treating your schedule busy. Second thing I want you to do with this free time is start to get your content together and edit your content however you're going to post it. I want you to post at least 3 pieces of content a week, preferably like if you're on Instagram Reels or TikTok, because I want you to get out to the common viewer than just your followers. So on Reels, it reaches more than just the people who follow you. And then I want you to throw at least 2 hashtags in there. You don't gotta overdo it with the hashtags. Put your local area, or like if it's your city or your county, depending on the population, of course. Just use 2 and don't overwhelm everybody with all these hashtags, and don't be tagging barbers that's never gonna see it. Like, those aren't your clients. We're trying to target clients with our content. And lastly, during this free time every day, just start establishing your foundation with your software. Establish your prices. Maybe you might go off the shop price, or if you got freedom to charge whatever you want, start to research the local price in the area, so you can try to get some justification on what you're going to charge. Set a website up so you can get some of the local presence in the area. All of these things. So especially optimize your Instagram or whatever social media you're going to be using, so when people search that area, you're popping up towards the top. So these are some of the 3 things that we're going to do during our day to make it our day busy, regardless if we have clients or not. And another good bonus thing you can do is just go ahead and watch some of the other barbers, because granted, especially if you're a brand new barber and this is your first shop, you're going to be learning a lot from the barbers around you. Maybe, like for me, I learned a lot about shears. We had a couple Venezuelan barbers who was working in here, and I learned a lot about how to cut with shears, just watching them sometimes, because I definitely struggled with that starting out. So those are some of the ways we're going to make our day busy. Step 3, now we're going to turn nothing into something. So as we're getting these people that's coming to our chair from the free haircuts we're offering, the first thing we want to do is get some content from this free haircut to post. Nobody knows that you offered this person a free haircut, so it doesn't matter. Content is content. A good haircut is a good haircut, regardless what you posted. Like I always say, try to highlight your strong points in your content, whether it's if you think you do a very quality haircut, or your personality, or your consultation, whatever it is. Just try to get some content from this free cut. The next thing I want you to do is let them know that for every 2 people they refer to you, they can get another free cut. What this does is just start building up your word of mouth. Start building up your word of mouth presence, and especially in that area. Because think about it, if every person you cut, you tell them they refer to people, and one of those people come, you tell them the same thing, you're spreading out your web. Granted, you might not know nobody where you at, so this is going to be an easy way to get your name out there even more past just the content and you passing out cards. So now other people are going to start getting your name out there. And the last thing I want you to do is just ask for a review. That's the only ask you need. It's just ask them for a simple review. They don't have to tip you. They don't have to. Granted, some people may tip you or still pay you, whatever. That's completely fine. But the only thing we're asking for is just for them to leave a review, maybe on your booking, if you like using Booksy or the Cut app or something like that, or on your shop's Google My Business page. Just tell them to leave your name and say, so-and-so got me together, whatever. Or even if they let you type it, that's good. But make sure they at least try to leave your name, so that's also getting your name out there. So those are 3 things we're going to do with the people that's coming in off the free haircut. Now see, we are still getting value from these clients that's coming in. So don't look at it like it's nothing and you're losing out. These 3 things are going to boost your presence after you even stop doing free haircuts, because you're going to build up those reviews, you're going to build up the network, and you're going to have a lot of content. Finally, step 4, we're going to just be tracking all this stuff. Track how many people you had cut that day, how many free haircuts. And then if somebody came to you from the Instagram content you're posting, how much people are paying you or tipping you. You want to start to track all this stuff. Just write it down. Maybe log it in your notes, stuff like that. I'm in the 6-Figure Barber mentorship, so they actually provide a tracking sheet. I'll leave the link to that in the description. But yes, just track everything that you're doing. And one thing this helps with is it's going to be a day, you're going to be 2 weeks in, and you're going to feel like none of this is paying off. And you're going to look, and you're like, oh wait, I cut 3 people today, and 2 weeks ago I cut none. Or 2 weeks ago I cut 1 person. Or I didn't get any tips. You're going to start to see the progress slowly coming from tracking. But if you don't track nothing, you just going to still feel like you're stuck in the same spot, when you're really not, when you really are making progress on what you're doing. And it's going to also tell you what's been working, so you can start to key in on that. Maybe if you're posting content on a few different platforms, you see that people are seeing the Instagram Reels more than they're seeing the TikToks. Okay, now it's time to really go crazy with the Instagram and turn that up. So just make sure you're tracking everything you're doing, because it's going to help you in the long run. And this is the last step, step 5. You want to be at the shop for the full hours posted on the door. Don't be leaving if it's super slow, if you haven't cut ahead yet. I don't care if you've been there since 9 in the morning and it's 6 p.m. and a shop don't close till 7. Even if you haven't cut ahead, you still need to be there. It still might be that one person that walks in that can potentially become a weekly client, a bi-weekly client, that potentially can refer you to a bunch of people who listens to him on the haircut's advice, or looks at his haircut and like starts to go to who they're going to or whatever. So don't miss an opportunity on nothing. The only time we risking is when we go pass out cards right quick, because we're coming right back. But yes, be there the full hours posted on the door. You need to be the first one there and the last one to leave every time. If you're really serious about trying to get busy, or if you're gonna blame the shop or the location. But if you're gonna do all that stuff, you can scrap all these 5 steps and just do what you want to do. But if we're gonna put our luck into our own hands, we're gonna do these 5 things. Now, if you do these things for 30 days straight, each and every day, it's not going to be no way that you haven't built up some type of demand, some type of clientele, and you're not on pace to start seeing some good numbers being put on the board. And if you did it for 30 days and you feel like that you didn't get the outcome you wanted, do it another 30 days. So to wrap up this video, the question is not if it's going to work, it's if you're going to make it work by getting out there every day. And the only bonus tip I can give you is just have tunnel vision. Don't care about if people saying, oh bro, you giving free haircuts, I wouldn't do that. Don't worry about if you're still a beginner in your haircutting journey and people are judging your cuts or whatnot. Just have tunnel vision, bro. Don't look at nothing else. Just be straight on the path that you're on. Cut out all the noise, cut out all the blinders. Turn on the blinders, and just go to work, bro. I promise you it's gonna work for you. So that's it for this one. If you're a beginner barber looking at how to even tighten up your haircutting game, I drop a lot of simple haircut tutorials. So go ahead and check that out. And until then, I'll catch you on the next one.